So I took the remaining portion of that log and went ahead and cut another DVD tower. This should hold. Welcome to Time by the Tent. Thanks for joining us for another weekend here up at the land.
We got here like a few minutes ago, basically. Got the car unloaded. I cleaned the table off as best as I could.
Need to get the fire going.
Getting the fire going. We're going to have some pasta salad and kielbasa for lunch.
And then you got to see the bench for the very first time.
I like the bench very much.
It's a big bench.
It's a big bench.
6 foot 11 inches across, inside to inside. A number of projects I want to try to accomplish this weekend. You've seen in the title and the description what it is. I'm not going to tell you because I don't know how far along we're going to get. The last couple of weeks have been very successful. We've been able to knock out, I've been able to get everything done on the list that I've wanted to accomplish, which makes advancing the property much more quickly than anticipated. So once we get our lunch going here, I'll show you. I know for certain we're going to go over, you've got a little, we talked about it 2 months ago, your little nook or nest up there. You made a sign.
I made a sign. I painted it.
She painted it, made it, even though it's not a garden, it's more like a secret place. Secret garden's better.
I'm calling it my... Okay, so the kielbasa, Joey cooked it up over the fire. He cut it in half lengthwise. I guess it cooks better that way. And then we got the pasta salad.
And also we have those baked cheddar bacon chips. If you like, those are really good.
Yeah.
If you like those.
I think they're like a kind of a seasonal item at Aldi, but they've had them all summer, so maybe they're sticking around.
Yeah. And that pasta sauce was also, that's like what I would say traditional salad bar pasta is what that tastes like and smells like. So we will have an enjoyable lunch, and then I've got the wagon to unpack. We have a bicycle. We'll explain that to you later, and then we'll get Holly's little secret garden established about 200 yards that way up on the hill overlooking the Bog Pond Lake. Put up the flag from emflag.com. Nice day, about 78, 80 degrees. Calling for 100% chance of rain this evening, tonight, but also, if you watched last week's program, video, they were calling for 100% chance of rain Saturday night into Sunday, and there was no rain at all. So I looked at the futurecast, and it does show about 5 o'clock this evening till about 8 or 9. We're just going to go as if we're not concerned about rain, because we're not. So fire is burnt down. We're just going to let that simmer. You're going to sit for a while. I'm going to hang, or you want to head up to do your little thing now?
I can take a minute.
All right. I am hanging up a chalkboard. Not a dry erase board, a chalkboard. This was found in the dumpster. It is, well, I can tell you approximately how big it is. Not that it matters, but 24 by 36. And I am, bouncing all around. I am putting it right there. It's going to hang right there using straps in which this tent that we're in right now, the big tent, those were wrapped around this tent when it was shipped to us in the box. So getting another use out of those. Now the purpose of chalkboard is back home when I had the cabin, or stayed at, it was on the farm, but it was an old wash house that I converted into a cabin. I had a chalkboard, and you'd write the dates, the time, the legal hunting time for that day, specific information about, stuff, hunting, this date to this date, and this is the time it starts, this is the legal hunting time. So I'm going to hang that up. I do have chalk, so I'm going to keep that in a bag due to the fact that it's very moist here, and that chalk will just completely disintegrate if I don't keep it in a airtight unit. So let me get this hung up and I'll show you the final results of it. There it be. Bow deer, September 14th, 6:02 a.m. opening morning. Other information can be had on there, but another item in which we have incorporated into the tent that was salvaged and would be in a landfill right now. A few weeks ago I made a 2-tower VHS holder out of the top portion of this log, and a month or so ago I made a 7-tier, 7-foot tall DVD tower that holds 65 DVDs. The 2-tower will hold 8 VHS or 16 DVDs. I'm making another one here. I've got 4 bays here, so this will hold between 32 and 36 DVDs, combination VHSs, depends on what I've got. I've been collecting hunting DVDs, and we stopped at Goodwill in a town on the way up here and did very, very well. I got, what did I get, 5 or 6 hunting DVDs, 2 in which I have been looking for. The other 2 or 3 was just kind of like bonus ones. And then over the weekend I went to a couple of other Goodwills over the week and got 13 DVDs at 2 different locations. And now these DVDs are $2.99 or $1.99 a piece, $2. The one that I've been looking for, which is Realtree Road Trips Best of Season 2, which came out in 2004, 2005. The image is right here. If I go to Amazon and purchase it today, it's $21 for nearly a 20-year-old DVD. I picked one up today for $2, and Holly got some movies. I got some movies. All together, we got 12 DVDs for $24, $2 a piece. So I could have gotten that one DVD for $21, or we got 12 DVDs, and I got 6 hunting DVDs for $24. So if you're looking for that type of thing, also I buy them on Mercari, but also the math doesn't work out quite as favorable because you have a DVD that's $4. Okay, great. Now I'm paying also $4.99 for shipping, or $4 for shipping, so I'm up to $8, plus another $1 for service fee and transfer, all this other junk. So now my $4 DVD, I'm up to $10 for one DVD. So if I do buy them on Market or Mercari, I buy in bulk where I can get 5 or 6 DVDs for like $12 or $13, pay $6 shipping, and it's a much better value. This all started about 2.5, 3 months ago, where locally back home there was an individual that was selling an allotment of hunting DVDs. I got 36 of them for $25. He just had a big box of them, and these were Realtree and Primos and Drury and Night and Hail. So that, and I had DVDs back home, but back years ago in the early 2000s, we didn't have cable, we didn't have satellite, and the DVDs were like $20 a piece when they came out, the Realtree series. So this is a great way to recollect some of which I had, but for a fraction of the price. So that's the story behind the DVD towers. And I could buy a DVD tower, but I mean, we've got wood here, and it takes me 15 minutes to do this, and you've seen them before, and here's well worth the couple of minutes to do this and collect the series of and volumes in which I'm looking for as I travel around for pennies compared to what they are currently listed on Amazon. I got one for $1 at a St. Vincent de Paul that was listed for $12.98 on Amazon. And this DVD, Night and Hail Whitetail 10, came out in 2004. So, you do the math. All right, Holly, are you ready to head up and we start? Okay, she has this, it's called a lounge chair. Is that what it is? Or what's the terminology on this? She's got this. She's got some horseshoes that she's going to put
We're
up.
gonna put some around here. We got 3 of them.
Oh, we got 3 of them. What was the original purpose of these?
So my cat is named Tex. He's a cowboy kitty. And I was
Tuxedo. He's a tuxedo cat. You'll see. You can see him here.
His name is Tex.
Uh-huh.
And so I was gonna make like a little decoration, but these are very heavy. So I'm gonna put them. I got 3 of them. I'll put maybe one by this tree, one by another tree, and then one by my area.
All right, and then you got some metal signs here.
Just one.
Just one metal sign. So we'll head up there momentarily, and you can see the transformation of her little secret garden nook on a hill.
So here's my nook area, and there's my lounge chair, table, and this other sign, and then I put the other horseshoe back here. There's the bog. It's beautiful.
So it appears there'll be rain moving in about another hour. At least that's what everybody's predicting, but also don't know if that's going to hold true or not. If you remember 2 episodes ago, we took showers and it worked out really well. However, my shower, I went ahead and dunked the aquatainer in the pond down here in order to get water, and then filtered it, and it was a big mess. It worked, but it just was not something I wanted to do on a regular basis, filter water for 45 minutes for a shower. Then I got to thinking, what if I was to take the shower pump and submerge it in the pond, the hole that I've made, so it just sucks the water up the top layer of water and not agitate any water below. That's what I will do the next time we need water. So in order to make that happen easier, I have got the sickle here, and I am going to find the place in which I've dug a hole along the edge of the pond so to get the water in and let it settle, filter better. And then I'm going to cut a trail up this way so I know how to get down there easier and not have to fight all the brambles and the rose bushes, or the raspberry bushes and shrubs and all of that other stuff. And then tomorrow I'll come in here with a chainsaw and clean up anything that is large that has fallen down, because I think there is a couple of things that I need to clean up. But cut a path very similar to this path here, so I can get down to the pond easier and not have to haul water 3 hours from home, but just about 3 minutes, which would make it would be much smarter to do such. So when I get down there, I'll show you what I'm doing. So this is what I'm dealing with here. I gotta find my spot, which I think is over in this area over here. But I'll cut all of this down, or maybe it's right here. Cut all this down and make a clean path so I can get up and in here and back and out very easily. You'll come with me here because I never know quite where the area is that I dug. It's right over here. Because there's the mound of dirt right there. So let me, got trees down. There's dark clouds, but nobody knows what that's going to hold. Okay, I'm bouncing all over the place. I don't know if you heard that. That was big thunder. Okay, so here's the hole. Pond is down quite a little bit. So I am going to actually take and kind of dig a little trench with my sickle. Try to get water to feed in there. And then I'm going to cut a path up that way And when I'm up there, I'll show you what I've gotten done. So, got a trail there, got up in this grass stuff here, which is, I don't know what it is, but got a nice trail cut there. I can see where I'm at, I can see what I'm doing. There's one log there that I'm just going to leave because it's a nice little step. There's a little elevation change there. So then, other than that, I'm just going to kind of come through here, knock down some of this, and then put a marker or mark somehow on that trail up there where my turnoff is. This tree can be a side marker, and this worked out pretty good. I can get water easy, bring the pump down, bring the aquatainer down, fill it up in about 5 minutes with clean water that's not been agitated. Just take it off the top, and then that is the plan. So I just come up, and then I don't need to mark the tree. I know it's this tree that's got this unique growth on it. And sun piercing, peeking through the clouds. Big storm coming in over there. So I'm good with this. That will make access much easier. I know where I'm going. I don't have to fight through the weeds. So I tried it a couple of times, and then this is what will work best for the situation. Also, thank you for coming along this weekend. I will put in the description below our affiliate link. We got a number of things on that we use camping. Also, I'll try to find the link for this hand sickle if you're in the market for one. Don't want to invest in a lawnmower or weed eater or anything like that. This works really well for simplistic, very simple weed cutting. The rain has finally caught up with us. "73 degrees right now. Still raining, not sure how much longer it's supposed to rain. Can't pull the radar up on the phone. News should be coming on shortly. I think maybe not on a Saturday night, but we'll cook right here like I did one morning. Bring that table over here to show you how much rain we have gotten. It has filled our pie pans completely full. The fire pit is flooded. This is all flooded, which this will drain in like 30 minutes. This is not a big deal. All of this. And you can still hear it raining and thundering off in the distance. But yeah, I think they said 3/4 of an inch is what was expected. So, kind of puts a stop on activities for today. But that's the way it goes. I did get that cut down there, and we did get Holly's little nook place, secret garden, completed. So that was 2 things that was needed to be done. And just going to knock the water out of the hammock here. Well, there's not that much there. There is a lot there. It's supposed to be a beautiful day tomorrow. 82 in full sun, so it is getting lighter. It was almost completely dark at 5 o'clock in July, so the rain has stopped for the most part. There's still a little here, a little there, but for the most part it's all gone. So I'm going to try to get a fire going. I've punctured holes with the shovel in the fire pit in order to get the water to drain down. I've taken pine, split it to where it's dry, laid a base down there, and then taken that junk mail in which we have, created a bird's nest there, kind of, then took more dry pine and threw on top of that. So we will see how well this works. It may take some finessing to make it happen, but we'll see if I hear any pops and cracks of the wood catching here. Well, that seems to have possibly caught, so and that up there, so I'll work around and get the rest of it going, but I think we may have something here in order to cook brats and cast iron potatoes. A little finessing, no lighter fluid, just move some stuff around and lit some more paper on fire. We have it going now. This is another reason to always have some dry wood somewhere, and then you can add the wet wood on top. That orange bin over here, I got dry pine wood, had some of that over there in the bin. And then the pieces that I cut out of the DVD player, or DVD holder, weeks back, I'd split them real thin. Even though they're wet on the outside, they're dry on the inside. A lot of combustible items, that paper, that junk mail, and now we got a fire. It's not raining anymore, it's just the water falling off of the leaves that is why it sounds like it's raining. I'm standing in an opening and there's no rain coming down. That's all cleared all south of us, so.
Alright, so the rain has let up and Joey is got a fire going. I'm really grateful for that. I diced these potatoes and now he's cooking them. We're going to have them with some beer brats, just regular standard beer brats. So that's what's going on. I'm sitting out here with him, and this was like a pond practically, and because the soil is so porous and sandy, it drains pretty quickly, but we'll probably spend most of the evening in the tent.
And you can't get them this hot. You can't get them this screeching hot like on a stove in the house. There's just no way.
And we could have done hot dogs and more pasta salad, but
the rain was over.
The rain was over, and I kind of wanted to have this because we had the kielbasa sausage earlier, kind of hot dog adjacent.
Gonna eat outside, change positions, because we still had a little bit of a pond there, but it turned out really good. Fried potatoes and beer brats.
We're getting breakfast going. We're having these breakfast potatoes and sausages.
Drying my pants. Everything in the tent's still super damp. Didn't rain last night, but it's just really heavy, damp moisture in the air.
So I got a heated tube for my CPAP to prevent this thing called rain out, which is basically you get moisture in your mask, and it worked very well. I actually will probably increase the heat next time because it didn't use as much battery as we thought it would.
Used 1% more battery than what it would if you didn't have a heated tube, but you didn't have it at all. No rain out today?
No.
Right.
That's it.
So to finish the story about the bike, our neighbor acquired it, didn't want it, and Holly and I are not, I mean, we know how to ride bikes, not big bike riders, but I figured let's bring it up here, put it behind the tent, so on times where it's, you know, quiet on the trail, you can hear a side-by-side going by now, or on the main road, we can take it and go for a ride if we want. And just, it's not a trail bike, doesn't have trail tires or mountain bike or anything like, but you take what is given and you use it the best you can, and that's where it's going to sit for right now, behind the tent. Now that the sun's out and it's dried up all the rain, I'm going to the tree that I dropped last week in order to get the back to the bench, which is right here. I'm going to head and just chop that up in pieces and throw in the wagon. I brought the wagon down right there. You've seen this done many times. So I'll catch you whenever I get back up. Enjoy the campfire, and I will catch you when I get back up there with a load of wood. Not the biggest load I've ever had there with wood, but nevertheless, it will be added to the pile, and I got some small stuff that I'll throw on the fire right now. So, just a little bit at a time. All of that over there was what this top quadrant was what the two trees were that I dropped 3 episodes ago and then picked up last episode. So that makes it a little easier when it's right there versus pulling up the hill 256 feet with an elevation of, what is it, 18 feet, 20? I don't know what the grade is. But anyway, so adding to the wood pile. Never enough wood. So I took the remaining portion of that log and went ahead and cut another DVD tower. This should hold for 30 to 36 DVDs. Or if you're doing VHS, DVD is a VHS. It takes 2 DVDs to make the width of one VHS, and they are the same height. So if you have 30 DVDs, or you can only get, you know, that you do the math, 15 VHS, 30 DVD. But that'll go good with the other 2 than which I've made. Just I trace out with a marker the dimensions of the DVD. Then I cut in about 3/4 of the way, and then I cut the back, go all the way through, and then I come back to the front and clean out in order to hit that cut that I've got, and then I put the DVDs in, and I level this off if need be, and it is complete. So that whole log down there that I was going to use for one of the side pieces for the deer hanger, that one log has created, has been used for all the DVD towers that I've made. The one big one, this one, and the small two bay one.
Okay, so for lunch today we're having hot dogs and sauteed veggies, and then the rest of the pasta salad.
Gonna let the fire burn down. That's how we cook the veggies, over the fire in the cast iron skillet. What you would say, half a quarter stick of butter, a little.
Yeah, less than that.
Less than that, and don't have to turn them or mix them at all. Very nice day, almost about ready to get close to packing things up. Got everything done. If I have time, I'll go down. I don't think I'll have time to go down and cut a tree for next week, but that would be on the agenda for next week, is to bring some more firewood up, because got to start stockpiling that. Well, thank you so much for joining us this weekend here up at the land, getting the security camera turned on. Appreciate you being with us. Let's put rain in the comments below if you've made it this far. Let us know that you've made it to the end of the video. And until next time, we'll see you then.